Welcome to week 4 of the English composition course. Compared to some of the previous weeks, this is a lighter week in terms of readings and videos, because now that you've identified your initial list of sources, you should be doing the research for your 10-page research paper. This week, we'll be talking about a response to literature, also known as a literary analysis, as a specific genre of writing, and also providing more resources on the steps to writing a research paper. You'll be submitting an outline of a research paper as your major assignment for this week. Here's some advice on outlining. Make sure to include both an introduction and a conclusion in your outline, and give at least some detail about what will be in the introduction and conclusion for your paper. The old cliche is tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you've told them. Obviously, in your paper, you'll want to do a little more than that, but that gives you a starting point. Think of how a good preacher often will introduce the points of his sermon, then go through them, and then wrap up with those points again in a practical application. The drafting section that was in last week's lesson included some helpful suggestions on what to include in a good introduction and conclusion section to your paper. Another tip about the outline, remember that outline often just has keywords for each of the items that it covers. It doesn't need to be written out in full sentences. In fact, writing out full sentences your outline might be less helpful, since it could limit your creativity as you start fleshing out the outline in more detail. The outline is just a rough map for the draft. It's not the draft itself. There are 4 assignments for this week. There's a skill builder quiz on punctuation. There's a literary analysis assignment on a poem called To Jackson Pollock. And finally, as stated above, you'll be submitting the outline of your research paper so you can assess whether you're going in the right direction with it. Because the research paper is such a major portion of the course, the second live session for the course is also happening in this week. So you can all get together with the instructor and talk about how things are going as you're getting into that more. So thanks for now.